How's it going, guys? Today we're going to be talking about a movie called Inside Out, which just came out recently, and I saw it on opening night. And it's taken me about 2 weeks to finally do this review for you guys, and I'm so excited to talk about this movie. The voice casting in this movie is Amy Poehler, Bill Hader, Mindy Kaling, Lewis Black, and Phil Smith, and they play the emotions joy, fear, anger, disgust, and sadness. And the basic plot of this movie follows these emotions, and they're inside this young girl named Riley, who's lived in Minnesota all her life, who plays ice hockey, and now she's moved to San Francisco. And the emotions are reacting to this, and then it reflects Riley's decisions and behaviors. And this movie's plot, it just kind of works with that. And also there's conflict between joy and sadness, and how they interpret how they should help Riley. And this movie was just awesome. I just love this movie. To start off, ever since Toy Story 3, there's kind of been this lull inconsistency with Pixar movies, because we had Cars 2, which was not very good, and we have Monsters University, which was good, but it wasn't as great as the original, and wasn't a great sequel, and then we had Brave. But now I can definitely say that Inside Out has brought the magic and the true power that there is in Pixar these days. They've just brought it back, and I'm so glad that it has brought it back. The first thing I want to talk about is the movie's animation. Animation has risen tremendously ever since Toy Story 1. It has just reached their expectations and exceeded it. And I gotta say, as soon as I walked out that theater, full of 5-year-olds and people half my age, and I was the only person there besides my parents, I thought that was truly beautiful. That was just a beautiful movie. It was just truly beautiful. And the animation makes it beautiful, because there's so much character development in the animation. They show little sparks that fly around Joy that kind of represent this kind of optimistic feeling, and she's all lit up. And then they show like character emotions through the animation, and really the animation just helps in the characters. And then just the entire animation is just so beautiful, and just how it's made. And it's just showed how animation has excelled over the years. The story in this movie is also very good, because it's hard to really embody emotions, because emotions are very complex. You never really know if you're happy or you're sad or you're angry or you're fearing or you're disgusted. But really, Pixar just shows this physical characters that are emotion. It just kind of connected so much emotionally to me, because you gotta really understand that it is about emotions, and it's emotional because it's about emotions. And also it just kind of seems humane, and just it kind of really is. It's realistic, it's true to our society, and how our emotions decide what we do in our life, and how our memories, our core memories of when we were born and our first steps, how they're so important to us. And whoever cast this movie for the voices, they should probably do more casting, because the characters and the voices were perfect. I'm not saying that they were good, they were perfect. I could not have imagined anyone to play Joy besides Amy Poehler. Sadness, I cannot imagine anyone else to play Phil Smith. Anger, Lewis Black, perfect. Fear, Bill Hader, perfect. And disgust, Mindy Kaling, perfect. But just seriously, the voicing in this movie was just amazing. Amy Poehler has this optimistic feeling always in Parks and Recreation, other movies she's been, and even in SNL. And she just perfectly embodies this happy and joyful person. And even when she's sad, she just kind of seems like happy and all that, and I just loved her performance as well. She's probably the best performer and the best voice in this entire movie. And then we have Phil Smith, but she kind of just like shows this melancholy and sadness, and I just thought she was amazing in that role as well. And finally, just the themes in this movie. The themes in this movie are just true, and they're emotional, and they're realistic, and I just thought the themes were so like very thought-provoking, and they're really inside of me. When I saw this, I was just absorbing all of these themes of emotions and of the sad and joy and the fear and the anger and the disgust, and I just love this movie. I was smiling all the way through. I did almost cry, and I gotta say, Inside Out is the best animated movie I've seen so far this year. One of Pixar's best, maybe even their best idea they've had so far, and I'm gonna give it an A+. So guys, subscribe, comment below, tell me what you thought about this movie, and otherwise I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching.